Yo, what's going on, guys? So we got another episode of BotB in the building. Today we have Aaron Webb on the episode.
What's Aaron Webb do for a living?
So Aaron Webb plays bass with Firewater Tent Revival and Widgeon currently.
I love those bands.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really fun episode, especially we get into all the stuff that Firewater and Widgeon are doing and some of his history with Custard Pie, which is a lot of fun. And just, the fucking characters that those guys were. And his start into playing bass at a later age, and then getting it run through the ringer, and just having to play with guys like Brandon and Rory right off the bat.
Yeah, it's a pretty incredible story, actually. I can't imagine me starting to learn how to play a brand new instrument at the age of 24 is what he said. 23, and then be like, I'm in a band now, like less than a year later.
Especially with guys like Brandon and Rory,
like a touring band.
Yeah. They're so fucking good too to keep up with them. But then the Unpopular Opinions killed me this week.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good round of them.
Yeah, for sure. So, guys, stick around. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the episode.
Yeah, enjoy the episode.
This is Bottom of the Bill, where we talk about the modern grind of a musician.
Album cycles.
Oh, hold on, Bill. Give me a second, man. Because we don't know what we're talking about.
Spotify playlist.
You keep interrupting me. That's not how we discussed it. Just give me a second, man. We invite established artists
Festival lineups.
Can I just get my stuff out real quick? We invite established artists on to share their strategy to success.
Marketing strategies.
The premier do-it-yourself podcast.
Hashtag DIY.
Ah, screw it. This is Bottom of the Bill.
All right, so we're rolling, guys?
Yeah.
All right.
Aw, damn it.
What happened?
Nothing.
God damn it.
What a bastard.
He just fires you up. That's all it is.
Yeah, I had a real good flow going. I feel like we had a good conversation. I was going to kind of segue into the
Like
thing.
a
And
heavy
then
flow.
you just fucking put a damn in that flow, Chris.
Threw off my
For
groove.
fuck's sakes.
Do movie
Anyways.
quotes the whole podcast. That's what we're going to do. I feel like we are.
Aaron, how have you been, man?
Pretty good.
You've been pretty good.
Pretty busy.
Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Right around the corner, too, you said.
Yep.
Give us your exact street address.
Street address.
Probably not on the podcast.
All right, we'll get it later.
We'll get it later.
Yeah.
By the way, Billy's the person who walked into your house this morning.
Just want to see what's up.
My dog almost killed you.
Oh, yeah.
All 6 pounds of him.
God loves a terrier.
That is... yes, good callback.
Thanks.
That movie is fucking golden, though, right? Fred Willard is probably... That's his best role, I think.
Talk about fucking long rants about random things. Like that nuts scene that he does.
Yeah.
Nut. Beach nut.
Yeah. Walnut.
Cashew. That's the type of nut.
Is he calling back to Forrest Gump when he's doing
No,
that?
he's talking about the
Best in Show.
The Best in Show.
You ever see that movie?
It's like a mockumentary. It's kind of like Spinal Tap, but it's about a dog
Okay.
show.
Same crew of people, yeah, same comedy troupe.
Okay.
And it's like a dog show, and they just follow around people. They're doing this dog pageant, and they're the most awkward group of people.
Yeah.
My great-grandmother was a judge on, she judged dog shows.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a painting, there's a hand drawn with pencil at my house of this huge chow, and his name was King. He won a bunch of awards, and my grandma was like, I don't really know what to do with this anymore. You want it? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then I brought it to the house, and my wife's like, that's fucking weird. Can you hide that somewhere? Can you put it in the closet? I don't want to look at it. It's just weird.
Bust that out.
It's just a big chow. Yeah, yeah. It's just a huge chow. He's massive.
It's so funny. You should probably watch that movie. You'd probably get a kick out of it.
Dude, she had the meanest dogs ever.
Really?
I only have a couple memories of her, but she just mean chihuahuas. Just.
Did you ever go to a dog show with her?
Fuck no.
No?
No.
That would be fucking hilarious.
No, I went to the racetrack. That's what I did as a kid.
It's kind of a dog show.
It's kind of, it's
Was
kind
it a greyhound racing track or a horse
No,
track?
late model cars and.
I thought he meant the Greyhound.
No.
Go see the. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a big greyhound racing track in Hialeah. So
They don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore?
In Florida, no, we voted it out.
Probably for the best, right?
Yeah, except then everybody was like, all right, well, we'll just get rid of these dogs. And then they were like, oh, no, that's not what we meant.
Yeah.
Now you just see a bunch of greyhounds on leashes walking all slow going,
I've got nothing to live for anymore.
I wish
65-year-old
All I
lady.
do is racing. All I know how to do is drive, Daddy.
Yeah. Like a bunch of Ricky Bobbies on leashes around here.
Yeah, that's a good. I know the word of that movie too.
good concept for a movie right there.
Right.
There's a bunch of retired like
Greyhounds.
Greyhound racers. Oh my god.
I just want to go fast again.
Yeah. It's Ricky Bobby meets All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
That movie's so sad.
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
It's a sad movie.
It's a sad movie.
Yeah.
All right, so we should probably get into some good music talk. Ranting about dogs for the last fucking 5 minutes.
Okay. Aaron Webb, how do you balance working a job, having a family, and being in
For
two
fuck's
bands?
sake. And what's your favorite color while we're at it?
No, I already know. That seems irrelevant.
Yes. But you are really busy though. You have a family. You have 2 kids, right?
I have 2 kids. Yep.
And then you have obviously Jamie, your beautiful wife, and then you have 2 bands that are gigging. At least Firewater's gigging pretty consistently.
Let me back up a little bit. I have 5 kids total, technically.
Holy
Because
fuck!
Jamie's got 3.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jamie's got 3, and I've got 2, and we have 1 together.
I was gonna say you're like fucking Genghis Khan over here.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say the Partridge Family, but that was a kind of a weird way to go with it.
I'm just
Right.
saying. You know,
Genghis Khan.
this guy's trying to fucking
guys,
repopulate.
guys.
What's up? What's up?
Before we get too far ahead, we got to fix an audio thing. So let's hold for a sec.
Okay.
Anton,
Well, at least he stopped. You know what I
Anton,
mean?
where'd you get these guys? Come on. Man.
Don't want to know the half of it, bro. Talk about last week.
Fucking last page of Craigslist. That's where we got him.
I'll just stare a hole into Chris until he looks at me.
Yeah.
There
What-
he is. There. That was a good movie. Good movie too.
The Town.
That movie
just keep
We're
going.
pretty good
Sucked.
over here. We're pretty good
I
over
hate
here.
that
So,
movie.
You're good over there?
well, Aaron, as to where they found us, we should probably get our Craigslist ad back up online after this one, huh? Okay.
Fucking last page.
Do you pay for like the clicks on Craigslist,
Oh,
or is it just cheaper to be on the
yeah.
last page?
No, we have to pay for clicks because no one
Yeah.
will. Yeah, we're pretty low rated as it is. So.
Like, oh look, a sponsored one. What's this?
Yes, sponsored Craigslist. Cool
Cool band. They're named Yellow Pages. That's awesome.
All right, so
Are we recording
yeah,
now?
we're all good.
they've been
Okay.
recording, yeah. So where we left off, we were talking about you wanted to go back from 5 kids, okay, Genghis Khan, right? But not really because they're stepchildren, but you're still raising them. So,
Yeah.
moral, they're.
I love them like they're my own.
I
We'll
got
say
you.
that,
Okay,
you know.
gotcha. So I'm curious though as to how you balance, working a full-time job, being a family man, and then playing in 2 bands that are consistently doing things.
It's not easy. It's just some days are like way super hard, and then other days are like, oh, everything's clicking and everything's good. But then other days I'm like, the stress goes somewhere. It just doesn't seem to stay on me for some reason. Maybe it like stresses work out, or it stresses like maybe one of my guys in one of the bands is like, oh crap, he's gonna be 15 minutes late, or he can't make this date, or like tonight, Widgeon I forgot to tell him I'm doing the podcast, so they're like, we need to rehearse because we have gigs coming up.
Sorry, Ben.
I was about to say that's probably Janet's fault.
Yeah, it's Janet's fault for sure.
Or Janice.
Janice.
But we're so like, yeah, okay, roll with the punches, like it seems like everybody in my life is very like, oh, okay, cool, all right, we'll do it next week.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about like kind of just rolling with the punches and not like trying to force a fucking square into a circle type situation.
Right, like it's just life experience for me has always been don't force anything really.
Yeah.
Just kind of just do your best in the moment, and it took me a long time to get there. I used to be like super serious and everything has to be perfect, and I'm super competitive against myself because I'm like, you got to be better than you were yesterday. But it's like, the last couple of years I've just been real like, we're just going to do the best we can all the time and just try to be accountable and try to be responsible and You know, you got 5 songs to learn before Friday or 10 songs. Like, you guys stressed me a little bit, but it's just because it was like songs. And I'm like, I know these songs, but I've never played them. Okay.
Oh, that time you filled in with us at Wicked Barley.
I was like, oh God, I need to do a good job, man.
You crushed it though.
I didn't want to go up there and be like, no,
you crushed it.
I kept looking at Billy, and Billy's like, sign language.
Yeah.
Yes, sign language.
Every musician should know sign language.
Yeah.
Like that helped, but
Yeah,
no,
it definitely helps.
Patience. I mean, there's just a lot of things that go into it. I mean, I have a cool job. I have a cool boss. Shout out to Chad Deal and Jess Deal, Allegro Pool Care. And then I got a great wife, and then I got a great band. I mean, bands. I mean, Widgeon's very, you know, we're mostly recording nowadays, and then as the gigs come, we take them. You know, we're not really out there pushing and trying to, you know, go out like Firewater per se, you know. And then Firewater's going out and doing it. So it's like, and I was going out and doing it for a long time with Pi, so it's like I'm kind of used to going out and doing it on that front. It's just I've added other things like recording more and rehearsing more and wife, kids, and job and stuff. So it's just
a juggling act.
I'm just getting good at spinning plates, man.
Yeah.
It's just that's all you got to do. You just got to get good at juggling and spinning plates.
There's something you said about I mean, obviously, I'm sure that with all your endeavors, just naturally, there's going to be some people that are, you know, not happy the fact you can't do this or can't do that at certain times or you're not available for certain things. But there's got to be some kind of reward in that for everybody that you're working with or that you're, you know, that depend on you, because at the end of the day, if you didn't have these things happening in your life, you would probably not be like the happiest person to be around, you know?
I thought about it today when you sent me some stuff to just look at. I was like, you know, I can't have my family life and just my music, because then the lights aren't on, you know. I can't just have my music and my work life, because then I'm just lonely and empty. You know, like, what am I doing this for? There's nobody there when I get home. Turn the light on and there's nothing, you know. I mean, and I can't, you know, vice versa. Like, I can't have just one of them. I can't just have 2 of them without the other at this point. I've figured out a real good 3-part system, basically, you know, like, not that it's a system. There's feelings and people involved. but just, you know, there's job, music, and family, and I'm pretty good. You know, I got, you know, I'm happy. Everything's good. You know?
It is interesting, yeah. Like when I was single, and all I did was work constantly, and then had just cover gigs like constantly. I'm like, I'm making a lot of money right now. I'm definitely being fulfilled in music, but damn, was I lonely. So it's nice to have all 3, but it doesn't leave time for damn near much anything else, does it?
No.
Like, what are you gonna do though?
We literally fall asleep watching a movie or watching a show every night. You know,
that's nice.
I come home, there's dinner, and when I get a free day, I take a home project out. You know, and just, you know, for example, I'm like, start pressure washing, and she's like, "You've been out here for 6 hours." I'm like, I'm pressure washing everything while I'm here. Yeah, like, it's just like
one day.
Gotta get it when I can. You know,
I hear
it's
you.
It's kind of
man.
just, you know, the whole discipline equals freedom thing.
Yeah.
I try to stay disciplined in a sense of when I'm in the middle of something, don't let your ADHD fucking kick in, because it will. And there's that voice in your head that's like, ooh, shiny. And it's just, you have to like, no, ooh, shiny, go away. I have to do this, because then I have, you know, instead of 5 minutes to go ooh, shiny, and go, oh no, I got to go back to the thing. You do the thing, and then you have X time to do, ooh, shiny, what was that? You know, I mean, I don't know. I just try to one thing at a time. You know,
Well, it seems to be working out for you, because you have the most zen energy out of most musicians that I know. I will say that.
I don't know. Stress doesn't do anything good for you.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. And if you can figure out a way to get rid of all your stress, like whatever it is that's stressing you, it's probably something. If you can't control it, then why are you stressing about it? If you can control it, then you can change something about the stress.
Right.
You can alter it in some way to be more prepared when you know it's going to, you know, come to a pinch point per se. Like, oh, next week's going to fucking suck. All right, well, you know it's going to suck. Why does it suck? Blah, blah, blah. Break it down. Figure it out. Luckily, I have a great, amazing wife who's like, hey, dummy, did you call so and so? You need to call them, or don't forget this, don't forget that. Like I got good people in the bands. Nigel's a great planner. Dave's a great, how are we actually going to do it? Ben's a great engineer. Brandon's Brandon.
Yeah.
Max is like another like multi-talented, doing a million things at one time. Everything's going, Chris and Dave work harder than most people I've ever even met. Hop's the same way. Like everybody's always, I've got a great team. We got a thing that I don't know how it happened, but somehow it just started rolling, and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to cause any ripples in the, just let it go. It's just, I don't know. It's been going great, and I just take it as it comes, and I try to help certain people in my life that stress a lot and get real anxious, and I'm like, it's all right, dude, it's nothing you can do about it, just don't worry. And then like Brandon says, he gets mad at me sometimes. He's like, you're so chill, like why are you so chill all the time? I'm like, cause why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Raise your blood pressure too.
Yeah, that's probably why I have high.
Nah.
I love how the fucking like I had to get a COVID test recently because I was at a wedding and somebody at the wedding got COVID, so I was just being safe or whatever.
Never said if you tested negative.
I tested negative,
okay,
yeah.
Thanks.
But they did. But
I just realized that.
No, I'm just joking. I'm positive we're all fucked. But I was there and they were checking my vitals or whatever, and she was like, it was the most like arbitrary thing to say. It's like, well, your blood pressure's not high, but you should keep an eye on it because it needs to be here, but it's around here. And I'm like, so is it high or not? Because like it sounds like you're telling me it's not where it needs to be.
Above average.
It's above average, but it's not at a point where it's a problem.
You're not
yet.
on blood pressure medication.
No, not even close, hopefully. But it does run in my family, so I do have to keep an eye on it. But it was a scary thing because like, whatever, I'm like in my early 30s, so I just got through my 20s, right? And you're just like, not
here it comes.
It's like not the yeah, exactly.
Here it comes.
Yeah, it's like not that I ever had this notion of being invincible. Because I hated when people were like, "Oh, I thought I was invincible." I never thought I was invincible. Right. I knew the day was going to come. When the day does come, where you're like, you have to start watching these kinds of things. You're like, "Oh wow, okay, this is real though, for real." It's like all of a sudden you're just like, "Oh, well, high blood pressure can be a problem, and it is in my family, so you got to like watch out for it."
Yeah, it runs in my family, which is ironic because nobody in my family runs.
Just their blood pressure,
no?
I guess.
All right.
Billy's a little off tonight with the jokes, I will say.
I'm spot on.
Well, not the blood though, right? Because it's always running.
It's a little spotty.
Yeah, it's a little spotty. All right, so I do want to talk about like your, early career as an artist, and you started playing bass a little bit later on, right?
Right.
You were like 19, 20?
It was 2014, so I was probably 23.
23, right.
23, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then you start like you picked up bass at 23 years old, and then kind of immediately got in with Brandon and Rory, right?
Well, initially, Brandon said it one day, like, "Hey, you played tuba all through school, like bass is just tuba." It's the same. It's the same clef. It's just literally on a string rather than a horn.
It's like the same instrument.
It's the same instrument.
It's the same concept too, how you approach it, right?
Well, I feel like it's different, but I don't know. Like bass is real. Like to me, after playing bass for a long time, it's different in the way of like when I played tuba. There's a lot more like I'm holding a note for 8 beats. I'm more of like a, in the background. But with bass, you're driving it, you're moving, it's a lot more like staccato and broken up and stuff. So it's like, it's very different, but also the same in a lot of sense. But it's like, he said it one day, like, "Hey man, why don't you like check out bass? I got a bass in this room and it's Ashdown amp and whatever." So I'm just like, "Oh, okay, cool." And I like, what I knew about bass was like Flea, Cliff Williams from AC/DC. I just knew all the famous pop guys. I know nothing about like James Jamerson or anything like that, or any like Anthony Jackson, like any of the guys you don't know that play bass that are actually like the most influential guys probably. So it's like, okay, cool. And I started with literally with Flea's bass lesson on YouTube. It's like 50 minutes long, and I watched this bass lesson for like 6 or 7 nights in a row. I'd like fall asleep watching the bass lesson, like trying to play the bass, like figuring it out one finger at a time.
That's awesome.
One thumb at a time, because I thought that initially when I started there were 4 strings, so I was like, leave the pinky out, and I would just play like all 4 strings with all 4 fingers.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't have to jump, and just like these little things. I thought I was making like shortcuts, and but no, I just started with like YouTube, and I went and bought a couple books and just started on it like that. Brandon was kind of the initial like, I want to play bass, and when Brandon's not playing with his band, maybe I can just jam with him or something. It just strictly started as fun. I'm like, I'm 23. What's the chances of me being good enough to play in a band? I didn't start when I was 5. I never thought I was going to be like a prodigy or anything like that. So, I mean, I just literally took it as fun. And then I guess progressed fast enough to get pulled into a band. Like, hey, just Rory brought me up on Sundays for, like Brandon said, chicken wings and beer. Like, hey, you want to come play these songs? I'm like, what's a G? He's like, it's the 3rd fret on the E string, dummy. Come on. I'm like, oh, okay. Just real started out real basic, just do this. Just, this is this kind of song. You want to be more legato. I'm like, what's legato? It started out real. I didn't know shit, and Rory kind of got my feet up under me. And then, we got the band going there in the early days, and I started, like, went through these covers, very, very basic. Like, I'd get through the songs, like, I played the root note, and I changed at the right time. It was very like that. It wasn't like, wow, cool lick at the end of that one, dude. That was awesome. Or, I like the way you changed the chord there at the end of the bridge. You're like subbing chords and shit. That's awesome. I'm just like, we were on A, right?
Yeah.
Right? That last part of the song is an A, right? I hit A. I mean,
You got the gig though, right?
I got the gig.
And that's the fucking thing with bass players.
I swear it was mostly like, oh, he's our buddy. It was mostly, oh, he's our buddy, and he's funny or something.
Where did it start out at?
It started in Valdosta.
In Valdosta? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably like thousands of bass players in Valdosta.
Yeah. Right, yeah. I was the only free bass player within a, probably 50-mile radius.
Maybe.
Not far off from Jacksonville, man. There's like 5 bass
it's
players
like the
here.
only thing to do in the biggest scene in Valdosta is probably heavy music. It's probably like, metalcore or whatever. Playing with the pick, being as loud and as low and as fast as possible. Screaming something nobody understands.
That wasn't your thing?
Yeah, I've only played there once. I can't remember. There's some lounge.
Ashley Street Station?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Ass. Right?
Ass.
Yeah.
Ass bar.
Yeah.
Ass bar.
It's all right.
No offense. I don't know the people who run the place, but
I know the guy.
Oh, yeah?
I know the guy. He's been in the scene for a long time.
Yeah.
He's whatever torch is lit, it's still lit there, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't been by there in a long time, but I still drive by every now and then, and I see Ashley Street Station. He's still there kicking, and there's another bar. It used to be Lucky's, now it's Arlen's. It's been a bunch of different places, but the guy who runs it, he's kind of had a place going for a while too. And there's another place called Rum Runners. There's just like a whole strip of college bars, And
Is there a college there?
Yeah.
there is Valdosta State University.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Is it like they have like a football team and there's like a whole scene there?
They were
What?
the D3 national champs for a couple times or something
okay.
like that.
Gotcha.
And they got a marching band, jazz band.
So not much of a college scene there then.
I mean, it's weird. There's like a little underground jazz scene and stuff that just, I don't know any Coltrane standards, so I'll just watch and be like, wow, you're good at upright,
Yeah.
I'm out of my element here, There's that scene, and then the cover scene, the wedding scene, and then
Yeah.
it's not much. It's not much. It's like anything in Jax, but just real condensed.
Condensed, yeah. I feel you.
Is that where you met Rory and Brandon? Everybody?
Initially I met Rory from like going to shows, and I met him at Brandon's and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, he plays with Justin Moore, and they're in the Blues Factor band. Like they were one of the best wedding bands around back then, and it's still going. Justin still got it going, but I first initially saw and met Brandon. They were playing Battle of the Bands at the high school. It was like my junior year, and I think Brandon was maybe a freshman or a sophomore or something. And they came out, they like walked out to do their set, and their first song they played was Even Flow.
Nice.
And he was playing the drum beat like Matt Cameron plays it. And it's like, oh, wait a minute, that kid's freaking pretty good at drums. Holy shit. Like, he was like nailing it. The rest of the band was great too, but Brandon was like, you just hear him. You hear him play and you're like, whoa, who's that guy?
Yeah,
he's really good at drums.
That hasn't changed either. He's still always kind of like the star of the show, I feel like.
He's very like dynamic, very like, you're hitting the drums at a different, like how hard you're hitting, it's almost different in between the hits. And you're playing like really fast. Like, how are you doing that?
Yeah.
Or just like he can get soft immediately. Like, there's a bunch of different skills that I noticed early on about him. He's like one of the best listeners, just in general, not just drummer, but just in general listening and knowing the direction of the song. And I didn't realize this stuff till I started playing with him, some of it, but I was just like, holy shit, you're good. Like, whoa. And then I started playing with him and I'm like, oh my God, you're 100 times better than me. Why are you letting me play with you right now? You know, it's one of those moments where you're like, why are you on stage with me? Like, I'm so basic right now. Thank you for playing with me. Like, live.
He must have seen something there, because obviously, like, I mean, and yeah, that is, that I would imagine that going through your head, because I mean, he, even with me now, when I play with him, it's like he's so good. I half the time I'm hanging on for dear life, not because he's doing anything crazy, but because he's able to take these songs and these jams and like different. Like, he's just guiding the ship back there,
right?
You know, and it's like you're just like, man, I don't know where this is going, but I like it, you know.
Well, some wise man in rock or jazz or something said your band's is only as good as your drummer is. So it's like any band I'm in with Brandon, I'm like, band's pretty good.
What was it like getting
You're right.
Like coming up with those guys and then trying to, like, what was your practice regimen like, knowing that you kind of you were stepping into the fire a little bit, you know?
Well, initially I couldn't figure anything out. I'd have to cheat and like look at tabs. I would listen to it over and over again and just be like, I don't even know where to start. Like, where the fuck, like, the songs were hard.
Yeah.
Like they're, you know, I could do them now and probably learn 5 or 10 of them in a week and go to a show and stuff like that. But back then it was like, what? Are you shitting me right now? Like, are you guys want me to play this? Like, what the fuck? I don't even know anything. Whoa, what? You know, I just looking at a house. But yeah, go build it, dummy.
Yeah.
Go. And then they were hard on me. They were very like, did you learn that song? No, I couldn't figure it out. And they're like, what the fuck? You couldn't figure out the song? I'm like, why didn't you ask somebody to help you? And I'm like, because I have pride.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then Connor, initially, our other guitar player, was like, all right, let me show you a little bit. This is how you figure out a song. Song's playing, do this. Oh, it sounds good. Oh my God, that's probably in key. Wow. Fantastic, right? So it's like I knew how to like start picking up techniques and scales and blah, 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 all the basics, but I didn't know how to learn a song. I didn't know how to do that. I come from, what do you mean learn the song? It's on the sheet music. Like, it's literally, there's 3 flats. Like, I know what key it's in, you know, and I played the notes on the page. I didn't really like take the notes away and marching band and stuff like that, but I didn't know how to like listen to a song and learn it. So Connor taught me how to learn songs in a sense. Brandon taught me how to learn songs rhythmically. And, you know, we just went from there. And then initially it was tough. It was really tough.
Well, how long was it before you picking up the bass to gigging? Was it?
Probably, I mean, with Rory doing those Sunday stuff, like, not that long.
Yeah, like months?
Under a year for sure.
Shit, dude. That's pretty dope.
I was in the water.
Yeah, but still, like, I mean, anybody picking up an instrument like that and then be like, yeah, I can play it. Let's go.
I was,
even if it is for wings and beer, whatever.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
I was not confident at all back then. I was very like, all right, maybe I can do it. Let's see what happens, you know. But it wasn't like, yeah, I'm about to fuck this bass up. Yeah. Wasn't that at all.
You gotta get a lot of shows under your belt, I suppose.
Yeah,
before you can start feeling that confident.
Right.
What was it, I guess, like going from not being a bass player to gigging in Custard Pie? 'Cause, I mean, you guys were fucking after it, man. You guys were gigging more than most bands were gigging, you know?
We were extremely focused.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like they waited for me to get to a certain point, and then I got to a certain point where I kind of found like you know, you get to a thing where you're like, man, I think I'm pretty good at a certain little slice of the pie over here, you know, no pun intended. You know, you find your kind of niche, you know, and I was like, okay, I got comfortable per se. And then, it just, I kind of lost the question, but I know what you're trying to get at, but it was like, it got fast. It got real crazy. It just was like playing all the time just makes you better anyways. And at the time I kind of stopped focusing on anything work life wise, or if I had a girlfriend, I didn't really spend a lot of time with her, you know, and just kind of was like band, bass. And just literally it felt like it went like that for 3 or 4 years. And then around the end of 18 and we played with you guys in 2018, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, the Roadhouse.
Yep. And,
Shit, I forgot about that.
That was like
2017.
2017.
I was like, no, the first time I saw you was at the festival we played on, and like, now it was at the fucking Roadhouse.
That was like Billy's first gig too, I think, with you guys.
Yeah, second or third,
that
maybe.
That was under 5.
Yeah,
it was definitely under 5.
And it was definitely the first time I saw y'all, and I was like, yeah, you guys are great, but I can't believe I just got rushed back to the head. I'm like, oh, I fucking remember that.
That's the first time I saw Sean, and I'm like, that's a modulus.
Yeah.
Mike plays a modulus.
Yeah.
I was freaking out over Sean because Sean's great.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I just kind of hit the ground running and was always, if we were running as a group, I was always in the back for a long time, and I was okay with it. You know, I'm like, I'm a support instrument, for Christ's sake. You know, I'm not doing bass solos all night, bringing the crowd in. You know, I'm not, and I'm still not like that. I'm not really trying to, yeah, check out my bass solo, man. Wasn't it cool? You know, like that's not my mindset or vibe at all, really, with it. But you know, initially it was a lot of catch up and a lot of, all right, we're going to Atlanta tonight, and then we got to be in Tampa tomorrow after. Okay,
yeah,
sweet. And then you get out of the car in Tampa, and you're like, Brandon, push me against that tree so my back will be straight again. You know, like, all right, let's go.
I know.
But
I will say that when first time I saw you guys play, I think was at a Monday night jam or something. You guys at Spliffs when it was still over at the that little that taco spot now.
Yeah.
I think you guys came in and we're doing some stuff, and I was like, God damn, this rhythm section's on fire. And I remember talking to you, like, yeah, I've been playing for like 2 years, and I was like, 2 years. You
right.
Fucking serious? So I mean, you were catching on stuff pretty quick. You know what I mean?
It was, you know, there's like 10-hour days. You know, I was just playing all day with Brandon. We literally just shedding, and I would hear something and literally just go after it until I got it, or I didn't get it, and I'd drop it and come back later. And
that's probably the magic of Custard Pie, though, right? I mean, like
work ethic,
and also that you guys went for it a lot of the time. I think that's what kind of sells in the jam band world. It's like not so much like how. I mean, you guys are really good regardless, but so this isn't a slight, but like not how perfect you get something or not how flawless the performance was. Yeah, it's balls. It's like are you really going for it, and are you really committing to going for it? And even if you fail or succeed, it's like people just respect that.
It was just intention. It was just 100% balls, and we had pure intention.
Yeah,
you know, we were just trying to do something. We were trying to get into that space where everybody gets in that space at least once a show and goes, man, this is badass. You know, you look around and you're like, holy shit. Or you're like, I don't know what's happening, but it's awesome. You're like, this was not planned. And we always loved that. Like, let's not plan for anything and see what happens. Or let's kind of plan for something. And then just, you know, there's going to be certain moments in the show where you got to kind of like, all right, I've never done a double backflip, but we're going to do a double backflip.
Triple
oh, my God, we landed it. Did you guys hear that? It was amazing. You know, and then
100%.
we'd land the double backflip and go from a A to an A flat and have no idea how we did it because none of us are skilled or trained enough to. Dude, you put two
That's
chords.
That's a backflip I've ever heard of.
Put 2 chords in between those, and it sounds way. But you know, you learn way later. Like, dude, there's progressions where you could do that. You know, but initially we're just like chromatically move, go. You know, just make it happen. You know,
totally.
You know,
that's what I loved about you guys. Man, it was always such a pleasure watching you guys jam and do your thing because it was just you guys just always went for it. You know. And
I had a lot of fun playing with your band. Like, what was it, only like 2 times?
Jason's.
At Jason's, and then I think there was another show at I could have sworn there was another show that I played with y'all too.
Possibly.
But I loved it. It was
I
so-
remember Jason's. Jason's was awesome.
Jason's
Fire
was fun.
Festival.
Yeah.
that was dope.
That was super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of you guys played with us. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun.
That was a fucking ridiculous jam. Honestly, went on so long, and
We're not gonna stop it.
Yeah,
You know us.
No, I know.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it was so. It didn't feel like it was. There's sometimes you're in those moments on stage. You're like, this has gone on long enough, guys.
Right.
But it never felt like that with you guys. It was always just like, this is gonna. I know this is going somewhere. I trusted the musicians around me whenever I was playing with you guys that this wasn't gonna get stagnant. This is for sure going somewhere.
Right.
You know, and it always did, which is why I loved jamming with you guys so much. You know.
There was just always another texture you could find. You know?
Especially with fucking Brandon on the drums, man. Like he's always just like doing. He's got like a million things going on back there, but he hides it all so well.
Right.
And when you really want to tune in to whatever frequency he's hitting on any given drum or cymbal, you're just like, oh, that's doing that. I'm gonna ride on that, and then he notices that you're doing that, so he leans into that thing.
Plays with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Does whatever you're doing on just the ride or just the kick or something.
It's so. Like, just what a fucking journey playing with that guy. I mean, all you guys, honestly. Custard Pie was like one of my favorite bands to sit in with.
Definitely the funniest band, I will say.
You guys were a fucking riot for
God,
sure.
when we fucking took Rory, what's not ironic as hell is Rory filled in for us on bass before you.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I was like, yeah, we'll get Rory.
No, Rory said something like, Anton needs a fill-in on bass, and I'm like, you go do that gig. Like, that's hard as shit, dude. You got originals, right? And he's like, yeah, originals. And I'm like, deuces, dude.
Yeah.
I was not ready at the time. I really wasn't.
Yeah.
In a sense, I was kind of glad he jumped on it.
I mean,
And it worked out.
It worked
It
out.
got you through the period.
He nailed it. I mean, he nailed it, and he was so goddamn funny in the van, bro.
Yeah.
It's like the stories he's got, man.
Dude, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
He had a lot of good old school stories and old, like, just shit that happened, crazy shit that's happened on the road and life in general.
There's a story I won't go too deep into it because I don't know how much he wants to be out there, but there's a kidney stone story that you've probably heard before.
Yeah.
And holy fuck, that is got to be one of the funniest stories of all time.
That's pretty bad.
He's like, I just remember an opera yell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an intimate moment where a kidney stone probably shouldn't have passed.
Yeah.
And it passed, and it was like, whoa.
Oh fuck! I just remember the whole story now.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, there was some definitely, like, he was singing like a French opera guy in some hotel room somewhere after a Panic show. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I just know, like, that's all I remember.
So good.
Yeah.
We sold Brandon too for our album release when
Aaron got COVID.
Our Aaron got COVID.
Yeah.
He learned all the parts in 2 days.
2 days.
The whole thing for an album release show for the whole
Goddamn.
tour.
Did you fucking nail that run or what?
Oh my god!
How nervous were you that first show? How nervous was he that first show?
Not even for a second, and he's like just a bag of nerves. I tell you that.
Right.
I never.
Central nervous system over here.
We had a rehearsal with Brandon. We had one rehearsal,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I knew that he was kind of already there. But
You didn't do it cold.
we didn't
You'd
do
have
it
been
totally
like, oh,
cold. I
shit.
would have been a little bit more nervous, but also I am so confident in Brandon's ability to do anything.
Even if he doesn't play necessarily the exact thing that Aaron would have played in that moment, he's going to play in the right time with the right feel to get you to the next.
He goes, yeah, I've been laying tile all day just listening to your music, and I'm like, all right, well that's good enough for us. So
Yeah.
in 2 days we had to fucking go on tour.
Didn't sit down at a kit to practice the stuff at all. Just listened to it for however long he was working that day, and had it internalized. Just knew what he needed to do, and
What a mind.
Yeah, I mean, it really is, man. He's like fucking Rain Man with that shit. It's wild.
That's crazy.
Like, he's like, I don't know, but it's also just because like my experience playing with him over the years, I just knew that it wasn't gonna be a problem for him. When he told me he was available that weekend, I was like, holy fuck, man. I went from like
All
about
in.
to yeah,
All in.
yeah. I was
Shut my chips in.
yeah, totally. So yeah, it was a fun weekend.
Those
though.
songs were tough. He told me. He called me a couple times like, God damn it. The fuck is wrong with them?
Yeah.
Why would you write something this crazy? It's
Yeah.
awesome. I love these songs.
We
But
write
he's like,
complicated music for complicated people.
Right.
And that should be Side Hustle's tagline.
Yeah,
I'd
right.
say.
Complicated. These are complicated people. I myself am a complicated person. So what are
Yeah.
you gonna do?
right.
I too am strange and unusual.
But you're not complicated though, right?
That's from Beetlejuice.
Call back.
All right, so we should get into bottom of the Billboard.
Sure, let's do it.
Fucking do it.
I kept on forgetting the name of the song, and now I remember now.
I forgot too when I sent Aaron the text yesterday. I said Small Tides by Humphreys. He's, do you mean Small Strides? And I was like, that's the one.
What album is this off of?
This is their one of their newest singles.
Do we have the album name, boys?
2022.
It's just a single.
Waiting for a friend.
Oh,
Waiting for a Friend is the it's a full album. I thought it was just a single release.
Full album.
They come out with an album like every year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I will say that I chose this one because obviously you're going to be on, and I know the people that will watch this episode will appreciate some Humphreys stuff, and yeah. So
Asking for a friend, not waiting for a friend. Sorry.
Yeah,
asking for a friend.
I was
yeah.
close.
And it just came out, you said?
2022, apparently.
Oh, wow.
I think like March it came out.
And the whole album came out.
They haven't released the full album on Apple Music.
Oh, this is the... Okay,
Just
okay.
they're doing singles.
Yeah.
got it,
So yeah. So I will say this is not my favorite Humphreys tune,
Yeah.
but I love the way these guys are like they're so they exercise so much restraint in their songs, you know. You listen to the guitar parts and like just like how layered and textured everything is in this song. It's like, and it just kind of slowly builds over time. There's like a new element being added, which is like kind of like the the dance music stuff that you like. So there's like kind of a similar, I think, build when it comes to the way that the song is arranged. Never gets too complicated or anything, but it's so well structured, I thought.
Right.
Lyrically doesn't really do anything for me, and melodically there's not like a hook that catches out that stands out to
There
me
was
at
a
all.
jam towards the end that were like, that's when they were like,
Yeah, flexing a
They
bit.
flexed a little bit, and you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's them.
Yeah, totally.
It's who I know they are, or whatever. You know,
Exactly.
that moment of, if you showed that to somebody, like, hey, this is Humphreys, they'd be like, okay, cool, like a rock, 2000s, prog band singing. Cool. And then all of a sudden you're like, Jesus, all right, they got some layers. But then you're like, you have no idea, man. And
Yeah.
that's how the conversation would go. Like,
Yeah, it's a good introduction
they
to
show you a
Humphreys.
little bit of like, yeah, we got some sick stuff,
Yeah,
but they hold it back. They are
Yeah.
very well restrained.
big time, and especially Jake Sininger, and like just the way that you know that he's so like just capable of anything,
Right.
And he's just like sitting back playing like little funk lines and like little,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's so
Singing backups, yeah.
Yeah, it's so well, just I don't know, well done across the board. I thought. What'd you think, Bill?
Can we get a runtime on how long it was, too? I'm just curious.
It's like 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
Yeah,
So,
for
like,
Humphreys song. Yeah.
No,
Might not even be 4 minutes.
I'm just trying to say, like, I think when they actually like jam at it, like the amphitheater's coming up in a couple months, or in June.
You're right.
It's gonna be like incredible. But I have a love-hate relationship with Humphreys McGee's studio albums because it's like I've seen them over 40 times. Like they're incredible live, and then you get to the albums, and I'm just like, I know what this is gonna be, but it's okay now. But I will say the way that everything sits in the mix, we listen on headphones and everything like that. I don't know how they do it, but it feels like to me that you could just eat the sound.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just a weird sensation, but like it's just so chunky.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, 100%. It's
It's
like
just well
thick
put-
and
well-
textured.
Well put together.
And it's
Yeah.
like everything's in its right spot.
Yeah.
So I do like that about this. Brandon Bayless, if you're watching, I love you. I've talked to you in person several times, but like, man, that when those fucking Bayless ballads come out, that's when you go get a beer.
That's a bathroom break
That's
song.
a bathroom break. Like you love No Diablo, and
I
I'm
love
just
that
like,
song,
God,
yeah.
that's everybody's least favorite song. They all go fucking
I bet some
smoke a
people that
joint
tell me that was
outside.
their favorite song by Humphreys.
Huh?
I've had some people tell me that's their favorite Humphreys song.
Well, sometimes I guess I don't know, but I'm just trying to say that I think that it's great it's great during Jake Sininger's going like that heavy guitar part, but
That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
I like Wizard Burial Ground.
yes, fuck yes, I love that song. That's a deep cut too, because like I fucking love that song. But when Bayless is hamming. So it's a love-hate thing, because I know if I saw it live, I'm like, this fucking song rules, but it's because it's going to be 10 minutes of that jam.
Yeah.
And then 3 minutes of him singing.
It's like 10 different bands too, in a sense. you know?
Yeah.
Like when you go hear them live, you're like, whoa, okay. Oh my god! And then they're doing Van Halen at the end, and you're like,
fuck yeah.
Who's singing? The drummer's singing.
Yeah, they did
Hot
Hot for Teacher at fucking Bear Creek. They opened with it. I'm like, fuck yeah.
They did Panama in St. Augustine.
Yeah.
He's just ripped.
Oh, they're huge fucking Van Halen fans.
And he
still.
loves AC/DC too.
Oh, yeah.
Jake Synodre will just do Highway to Hell riff for 2 seconds.
I mean,
and
we
then
could go
stop.
on and on about their covers and everything that they do, but I would say what was really interesting too is I listened to this through my headphones and everything, and then I was also looking at it again on YouTube, and like the suggested videos, like if you like this and you'll love Dave Matthews. I was like, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like in the beginning.
It doesn't sound like that to me at all.
It does, 100%.
I don't.
Do you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like if Dave Matthews and Genesis had a baby, is what it sounds like.
Okay, I could appreciate
It
that.
sounds-
I
what's-
can see the Genesis part.
What's the song, the Land of Confusion?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of
That's a
sounds
good
like
song.
that a little bit.
Yeah. For sure.
But
Yeah.
with Dave Matthews singing over it.
I don't hear the Dave Matthews comparison.
Brendan Bayless
with
kinda sounds like Dave Matthews.
Brendan Bayless' voice. I don't hear. Do you hear the Dave Matthews influence in that?
I think Brendan sounds like Brendan. I can't really put him on anybody. Just me though.
Billy said not his vocal sound so much, just more of like the way that he sings.
Yeah,
is
like
what
the
he's talking
nonstop
about.
lyrics and everything like that. And then as soon as he stops singing, and I'm not trying to say he's a bad singer or he even has bad lyrics, but then the fucking band jams and it's the most amazing thing in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a reason why you don't jam with lyrics. So
Well, people say the same thing about Fish too, where you're just
yeah,
kind of like,
that is also true.
That's
as
I
well.
will say that about Fish.
Talking
Fish,
about
when are they
animals
gonna
hanging
jam?
out. Yeah,
when are they
that's-
gonna jam?
Yeah,
Like,
just jam.
That's how all their fans feel
Fucking
too.
jam.
I feel
You're
like
a jam band, jam.
Yeah.
Fucking Disco Biscuits, that's my favorite jam band. And like, as soon as they start singing, everyone's like, just fucking, they're the worst at singing.
Yeah, well, I don't think the Humphreys is as much of a jam band as like those guys are.
You've never seen them live.
I've never seen them live,
you don't know
but
what you're talking
I've
about.
watched a lot of live videos though, and
Yeah.
I think that it's still much more like not as. I think that their jams are much more planned out than it is like with Fish or Disco Biscuits.
Oh yeah,
you know,
like it's more type 1 instead of type 2. Yeah, I would definitely say that, but also it's because they're so good at being that tight that you wouldn't think that it's them coming up with it on the spot.
True. Yeah.
Because that's what they are. I don't know how many times you've seen them, but like I've seen them like as close as you can, like fucking front row, like at least 40 times.
I feel like it's like a mix of like type 1, type 2, where like there's a type 1 vibe to it because they're in a section, but Joel's soloing and Joel can do whatever he wants, and if Joel like hammers on a chord a lot, they might go to this chord for a little bit. Like I've like hear them go for a little bit and they're like, all right, back to the thing again. And then they're like head riff, next part, or next part, and you're like, they didn't do anything to go to the next part.
And they got all these signs and stuff, and
Signs in the mic.
They used to do, what was it?
Jake will turn around to the mic and be like, "Hey," and I'll go to A.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what the?
But they used to have like the bowl, the Humphreys Bowl. I can't, if you can look it up, I can't remember what the name of it was, but they did it in Chicago every year. That's where they're from.
Yeah.
But I think it was called. But they had like 4 quarters, and they had like Jimmy Stewart. Like their whole concept of having fans and everything, they've nailed it.
Oh yeah, that's like the business model that I
And
follow.
they've been a band for
theirs
over
sure.
20 years and everything like that. And it's really cool that they are like still making new music that's like relevant, that doesn't sound like they're selling out or anything like that.
Right.
So yeah, 100%. Like I'll put it on.
Put on the list.
Put on like damn near every Humphreys McGee song except for No Diablo.
No, it's a great song.
No deal.
Is it though? Is it?
All right, so it makes the list.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, it makes a billboard.
So
Can you look up how much it cost to make the album Invincible by Michael Jackson?
oh yeah, I think it was like $12 million or something.
It was something crazy.
or like 20 million or something like that. I remember we looked it up in the van one time.
And it just came down to, he was just like, I got all this money, 30 million
30 million
to make
Jesus
one
Christ.
album. And what are it like? If you listen to it, like there's not really like any bangers on them, but the production on it is insane.
It's like nice.
Yeah, it's
It's,
very
like, it's
nice.
like pet sounds of the day.
Yeah.
You're like,
Of the day, I think it came out in the 90s, didn't it? I think it was like in 2000. But like did not make the money back. Not even close.
I mean, $30 million. That's
It's nothing when you own the Beatles catalog.
That's so true.
That's what he did. He was like, I got $30 million. Let's fucking do it. We fucking record like Metalocalypse. We record on water. You ever see that?
No.
You ever watch Metalocalypse?
I watched a little bit of it.
I fucking love that show.
That's a good show too.
But
Adult Swim used to be the shit.
yeah, but they were recording on like the craziest things you could think of, and one of it was like they're recording onto liquid tracks, and it was like
really
water.
It's pretty funny.
Because in that world, they have so much money. All right, do you want to take it from like now or?
Yeah, we never stopped recording. So
Okay, but
Yeah,
like
we just keep
in.
running it. No, just keep running it.
This is so confusing to the listener. Listener, if you're listening, you are listening. You're a listener.
All right, we'll take it from now then.
We will take it from now.
All right, so
It is decided.
okay,
Go ahead and start.
So I'm
Right
curious.
now.
For fuck, leave all that in, by the way. Are we? So
Go.
God damn it!
Action. No, for real action.
So, was there a grace period between the time that Custard Pie ended and your joining of Widgeon, or was that kind of happening at the same time?
So Ben had been struck on the full electric going
Right.
for a long time.
Right.
So I say long time, maybe since 2017 or something. I can't remember when he got it going. And the rotation was Adam Kenaway was playing bass with him.
Right.
Adam couldn't make it. Jared filled in. Jared couldn't do it because he was super obligated to them vagabonds. Brandon was already playing drums with him. So Brandon's like, hey, let's try Aaron. So I came in, and then Rory came on.
Right.
And then Custard Pie disbanded. Rory left. Ben Strock in the full electric too, obviously. And we did that for a little bit, and then we were like, hey, there's no more rotating going on. We're kind of like four guys doing this thing. So we decided to name the band Widgeon. So technically there wasn't really any like
grace period.
No,
Just kinda-
not really. Just a name change and a like, hey, let's try to brand it, you know. And Ben was tired of calling it Ben Strock and the Full Electric, you know. It's just like, I'm not Pete Townsend. Like, what the, you know what I mean? Like, there's no.
It's a dope name though. And a great logo.
Yeah.
Wish I
Yeah.
could snag a shirt, but
Right.
there's probably one.
He's
floating
probably
around,
got.
right?
He's probably got a couple.
The one
more
with the tie-dye blue one?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking
That
about?
was a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about like the difference in style between Custard Pie and Widgeon, and do you feel like you were prepared for that role when you stepped into that band, or was it like did you like hit the shed again and you were back at it? Because Widgeon, or even with the Full Electric, like the music is much different than Custard Pie.
More composed.
Yeah.
It's definitely more, there's parts.
Yeah.
You're good.
No, we'll wait. Don't worry, Bill. Sorry. Just fucking.
No, it's I don't know. Ben's very. Speaking of Pete Townsend, Ben has not a fleshed out idea as far as like here's the drums, here's the bass part, but Ben's very like, all right, here's the guitar part, and I got some vocals for it, and you know, what do you guys think? But also with Widgeon, there's never a, hey, I want you to play this, I want you to play that. I think it needs to sound like this. Maybe there's like a feel idea, and somebody said as we're like putting it together, but it's like I did feel like I needed to like, all right, I still got to stay in the shed and stay, you know, you're always in the shed, but like stay really focused and try to improve a little bit here, because Ben's a fantastic guitar player.
Yeah.
I mean, not shitting on Rory, but like Ben's amazing. Ben blows my mind all the time, and Max is a great keyboard player, and Brandon's a great drummer, obviously. So I'm just like back at the back of the pack again. Familiar, like great, we're running again, or it's just like we're wading in water and they're riding around on speedboats. You know, it's just like whatever mindset where I'm just like, all right, you're the weakest link in the chain. You got to be strong here, you know?
Yeah.
I'm always like that on myself. But with that band, once again, it's like after a while, I got my confidence with that band too. But it's like initially, yeah, I felt like, oh shit. Like with that first rehearsal going over to Max's house, I was like, oh boy, we're definitely like, we're moving up a little bit. Or like, this is my first chance, like besides Custard Pie, going to something else to try to like, you know, this was another like, all right, well, let's see what this guy's learned with Custard Pie. Let's see what he can he play? Can he like hang? And then that was, you know, I started hanging. And my whole mindset coming into it was like, I'm going to bring the P bass. I'm going to try to be like less is more and see where that starts me out as. And then over time I've, not as less is more anymore, but it's just, I came into it real like super support, super like just, I don't know. I didn't come into it blazing like I did with Pi back then either. Like with Pi, it's just the three of us. So I got to go like, had to go crazy.
It was also like predominantly like a live performance band, right?
Right.
So I'm curious, did your walking into the full electric, which became Widgeon, and that being so heavy on the recording side of things, and you like, I think you guys did some recording with Pi, but this is like a different kind of thing, right?
I definitely had to learn how to play to a click track.
Yeah, and how did listening to yourself in the third person like that, how did that affect your playing, on the performance side of it?
It made me, when I went to record, I would like at first clam up just to be like, or I would just, have halfway through a good record just fall apart. I'm like, I don't know what happened. Wheels fell off the car or something. We were driving or coasting. It was another like, all right, new world, new slightly how you approach it. You have to approach it slightly differently, I guess. You're not playing live anymore. It's like it's picking up every single thing. So it's like
microscope, man.
Like, what do you want to put on this thing that we're going to show everybody at some point?
It's going to be there forever
on a mass scale.
Yeah.
So I had
forever.
It's
a good callback.
Just still, like, I just have the complete opposite thought about recording, like, always. I don't know why.
I didn't take it as like, oh God, the world's gonna have it forever. But I was real like, all right, let's just have a good take.
Right.
I don't know. That was my whole.
But the anxiety or stress about having it always, like, it's got to be good because it's gonna be recorded like forever.
Right.
I don't know.
Because
I just don't ever have that.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
That stress or whatever.
It's not.
Like, I want to get it right.
Yeah.
It's not as stress. It's as much. I mean, it can be stressful when you're in there, but I think that it's more about just like listening back to it and feeling like, okay, is this like if I put on, I don't know, whoever, like whatever the modern pop artist is, like if I put on that record, am I going to notice any mistakes like I'm noticing in what just happened right now?
Yeah.
And if the answer is yes, then we got to do it again.
There's like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Or even with Humphreys, they're not a pop band. Listen to their albums and they're flawless. Like there's no obvious mistakes in that.
Yeah. But like that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about the creative aspect of it or whatever. I was telling Chris today, that's why they call me One Take Bill. Because I just showed up at his house at midnight to record the album. Or not record the intro for the podcast.
Bottom of the Bill,
yeah, it took longer to set up the synth than it did to track your parts.
Yeah, well, we can talk about experiences with recording the last album.
One Take Bill.
What about your parts on the intro, Anton?
Well, it didn't take as quick. We had to come up with the concept of what we were going to do, and you know what I mean? Like,
to be fair, though, you did it in one day, which is
pretty
big.
I did it it took me like half an hour or whatever.
One take.
All right. Well.
And I said, so you want another one? I'm like, yeah, we can, but it's not going to be as good as that one. Every time.
Well.
What's up?
I went from 30 minutes to, no offense, 30 minutes to, it's just one or two takes now. Just about one or two takes.
No, I'm being cocky and hilarious and stupid on purpose.
I'm kind of like I'm gonna compound ideas about like what I could do differently after too many takes. You're gonna over it at that point.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. Like after, I will say that after one or two takes, when like you're feeling like you almost got it, or if you did get it, let's just do like another take or whatever, just to make sure. Like that's when things start getting sloppy.
You're already doing the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
You're like, you're not playing music. You're playing by yourself.
Yeah.
To a click track, which isn't a drum.
Because you guys did it like that, right?
Like Ben's like, ready?
That's fucking wild.
And I'm just like, there's the drums. Okay. And then maybe like a scratch track guitar in the back, but not the song. Yeah. The song's not there.
It's hard.
It's like I'm literally kind of just, all right, the drums are just not going to be doing that really, but I'm playing with the vocals and this thing that's making me stay in time.
Right.
You know, because me and Brandon go first, and then everybody has something to go on top of.
Right. That's how
so
we
it's
do
like,
too.
you know, I'm the me and him were pouring the concrete, basically. I don't know.
I think one of the biggest strengths that I do have is the ability to walk away from it and be like, this is good enough. This is
totally
good. And like we can do this if you want to, and try to chip away at marble to find something. But me being like, no, this is a good statue.
Yeah.
Done. Michelangelo.
It's a solid house. We don't need to add a pool.
The house references. Yeah. They're like, the pool's done, dude. I'm trying to remodel. Like, just like Silicon Valley, where Big Head's like, the pool was too far away from the house, so we moved it back, and then we realized it's like 7 feet. That's like, this is a little too close, so we moved it back to where it was before. I'm not remodeling a pool.
I want the fucking pool in the goddamn cabana while we're at it. You know what I mean?
It doesn't make any sense to me.
All the bells and whistles.
Yeah, I want all the frills. I don't care. I'm a bougie ass bitch when it comes to the studio.
Yeah.
I want all of it. But you know I think that's kind of makes for an interesting working environment. But I think that it's good to have the kind of
you
push and pull
you
on
need
it.
both, because if it was just me doing this, then it would just be like, is this the song you came out with? I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You want to re-record it? I'm like, what do you mean it's done?
Yeah.
And so you need a
Balance.
What is it called? Like a stickler to be like, nah,
Devil's advocate.
This isn't good. We need to the fucking mix on this.
It's a good impression of me.
100%. You're just like, yeah.
Yeah, EQ. Yeah.
Yeah. More engineer words.
Yeah.
Just.
I don't know. Did you hear a pop or something?
Yeah, I have.
Something like that.
I'm like a fucking like the musician version of Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Did you hear a pop or something? That doesn't sound very capitalist of you.
In the second half of bar 2 on beat 3.
Yeah, what is that? A socialist note?
I haven't done a Ben Shapiro impersonation in forever.
Yeah, there's some good ones out there. TikTok is on fire with those.
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, Benny Shap.
Benny
Shaps. That's what I call him, anyways. So obviously, Widgeon is like a completely different thing than what you're doing even with Firewater now. So how'd you get linked up with the Firewater boys? Shout out to Nigel and Dave and all those guys.
Dave hit me up. John couldn't make a gig, so Dave hit me up and was like, "Hey man, I really need somebody to do this St. John's Riverkeeper gig with us." And I was like, "Okay, well, all right, cool. I can come over to the house and play with you a little bit and figure some tunes out." And so we set a day up. I go over there, and there's another bass player there. Like, and we start jamming, and me and him both are playing. And after the first song, that guy leaves, or maybe the second song, that guy leaves. And halfway through, I realized, I'm like, did I just come to a bass tryout?
This is just the Highlander of basses right now?
It was a bass tryout, and I didn't even know it. Like, Dave totally, like, zenned me or something.
Yeah.
He, like, totally, like, Mr. Miyagi'd me. Like, I've been cleaning your whole house, and then you attack me, and I block everything? Like, what the hell is happening here? And, like, it was a moment where I'm like, I think I'm at a bass tryout. And I didn't even realize it, and then we go through the whole day, and then that guy was a good bass player. Everything was going good. He just really, I don't think he was, I don't know, for whatever happened. I can't really remember it. I just remember it being like, was that a bass tryout? And then that guy left, and I don't remember his name. Sorry, person, if you ever hear this. And Dave's like, yeah, man, that's great. So we can just work on the songs a little more, and we jam the rest of the day. And he said, yeah, it sounded good. We'll keep trying to get together, and then we'll do this Riverkeeper gig. I'm like, okay, cool. And I went home and told Jamie, and Jamie's like, this is a big deal. She's from the get-go. She's like, this is cool. They play a lot. You're going to be playing a lot again. And Custard Pie was still, that was the last couple weeks that we were technically together.
Really?
Yeah, we were still technically, when that happened with Dave, I think I went home and told Rory I was going to, I had a gig with Dave at like May 1st or something like that 2 years ago. So May was 2 years I've been playing with Firewater. But yeah, that was towards, that was real,
In 2020. Oh,
yeah,
I guess
that was 2020.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
But yeah, then Custard Pie actually disbanded, and then yeah, I was in Firewater, and then I was still playing with Widgeon, still playing with bands, and then I was just like, all right, I'm in 2 bands now. I went from 1 band I was still in 2 bands, but I went from 2 bands to 2 bands. I stayed in 2 bands.
Yes.
I was like, whoa, okay. And Firewater I had to completely change everything.
I was gonna say there must have been some growing pains there coming from Custard Pie and then Widgeon and then into Firewater.
It was definitely a less is more. It gets you way further down the road with them. Like nobody gives a crap about your Jocko lick that you learned last
play
week.
1 to 5, you're in.
You're gonna kill it, dude.
Yeah,
you're gonna murder.
Yeah,
and then literally, not only that, like I was safe initially. I was all right, 1-5. I think that's how you play bluegrass, And then I never listened to one bluegrass record or studied any type of bluegrass anything.
But none of them have though, right? That's what's hilarious about
Nigel
it.
has.
Nigel's
very. He's done his. He's shedded a long time on bluegrass. He knows a bunch of standards, and he's got a great ear. He can pick up a lot of stuff, and Hoff knows a bunch of bluegrass stuff too. But I mean, Dave and Chris know they're from a punk background.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I talked to Dave one time. I was like, people call us a bluegrass band. Man, I never listened to a bluegrass song in my life.
No.
I was like, bro, you write all the songs. It sounds like bluegrass.
Yeah,
the same instrumentation too.
It's acoustic punk music.
Yeah, it is that. Well, especially now that they have like a full on rhythm section with you and Brandon.
Well, it's initially it was just me, so I was just back there playing electric by myself.
Oh,
down
no
the percussion
shit.
the whole way.
And I didn't move a lot. I did a little bit of walking to the 4 and the 5, and just kind of kept it real simple, just because I'm like, I don't have Brandon, and the whole time I'm telling Dave like, I know a good drummer.
Yeah,
he's really good. He can play a shuffle beat. He can do everything you need him to. And Brandon's like, I'm not playing with that band, dude. I'm not playing with that band. I don't want to play with that band. I'm like, all right, dude, but it's pretty fun. They're really cool. They're nice guys. It's a good time. The music's pretty cool. Dave's a great songwriter, man. Nigel's shredding it. Blah, blah, just dropping it. Eventually he's like, all right, I'll come play. And then he came and played. And then 10 gigs in, he's like, I don't know if I can keep playing with these guys, man. And then he just ball kept rolling and rolling and rolling. And then eventually Brandon's like, all right, it's really cool.
Yeah.
He got on board, and it was fine.
Because I've talked to Brandon about it, and Brandon's like loves playing with Firewater, and like thinks Dave is like the fucking like the man. You know what I mean?
Dave's very he's a great songwriter. He's very good at the hardest part about making the song, which is the words.
Yeah, that's my biggest struggle.
That's the hardest part about writing a song.
That's interesting because that's all it is in our songs.
It's words.
Your songs.
It's just words.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of other stuff going on too, but yeah, it's
That's
why it takes you so long to pump out tunes. Though it's always like I have like these cool progressions, like these cool licks or whatever. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. And it's like, what am I going to say now? Or like, what's the melody going to be? Like, what's the hook?
Right.
And then I get stuck on that, and then that's how I have a fucking phone full of like hundreds of songs that are unfinished because it's just mostly like I can't think of lyrics to put to these,
Right.
So
you got a riff or a melody, but
even an arrangement, like I'll have like sections. Or here's a good chorus part, or here's like a good verse, and or this could be a dope bridge for a song.
Right.
And it's all this shit, and it's just like, well, I can't think of words.
It's a bunch of pieces. Like, I got a great hook here.
Yeah.
Well, I need verses and every other stuff.
That's what you have a band for, though.
Yeah, but you guys don't write lyrics, though.
We could.
You could?
Yeah.
All right.
You want to write a hit song?
I've got some fucking bangers sitting to my phone right now.
Name a theme.
Or we do it right now on the show?
Sure.
How about bottom of the bill?
I was going to say bananas.
Okay.
I think it's BANANAS.
Yeah, that's a good hook.
Yeah.
Did you get that from somewhere? Just the fruit, right?
I think a banana is a legume, actually.
It was a legume?
Yeah.
Okay.
LEGUME. It doesn't work, though.
It doesn't have the ring to it. I think bananas is good. We should run with that.
This is why I just play the bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right here. This conversation.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. Lyrics are the hardest part, and it's funny because you're right. My songs are so wordy, but it's because like I'm scared of the space. I need to fill it up with like words.
You gotta embrace the space, man.
Yeah, I'm much
Take
better
a page
with that
out
on
of his
guitar.
book. Less is more, right? Bananas are both. You know, I was kidding, right? Like, I don't really think bananas are a peanut.
Oh, it's a herb. It's a herb distantly related to ginger.
Herb, man.
It's an herb?
We got peanuts.
It's an herb.
We got walnuts. A lot of people don't know that bananas are nuts
That's
too.
so weird. I never would have guessed that it was an herb. I know that a pumpkin is a berry.
What's your search? What did he search though?
He said, "Is a banana a legume?" And it's not. I'm really glad that we fucking closed the case on the legume fascination.
Now we can write a song.
No, Chris is like, there's no misinformation with bottom of the bill.
Oh, no.
We're getting to the bottom.
Podcast.
We're getting to the bottom of the truth here on bottom of the bill.
Not just the bottom of the bill. We're getting to the bottom of bananas too.
The bananas, all of it. Whatever you guys want to get to the bottom to, we'll get it.
8 things you didn't know about bananas.
Man, it's a good thing Gene only puts 1 out of every 10 things
Yeah.
you search on screen.
That article said 8 things you need to know about bananas.
I'll just give you the 1.
That's fine. The banana's not a legume.
Maybe we should
Number
make that
9.
a segment on bottom of the bill moving forward. Just like
Fruit facts?
just
Fruit facts with
that's
Bill.
Fruit facts with Bill.
Yeah.
Might be encroaching on Bert Kreischer's open tabs, but let's give it a shot.
What's that?
Google it.
This is
That's
not
what we
hired
pay you
for.
Jeez.
So I am curious what the band dynamic is like with Firewater versus Widgeon, and where do you feel like you fit into the whole thing? And is there like a dynamic that you like better for you personally?
The main difference is there's 2 extra guys with Firewater to help out with stuff, whether that be driving or talking to whoever, whatever we need to happen. But it's like, I really kind of do the same thing with both bands. I'm really so busy with work, and when I'm not doing the band stuff, I do kind of check out a lot and just spend time with the baby and spend time with the wife, and just like, I don't know. For so many years of my life, I put the biggest percentage was on the music and the passion and stuff like that, and just like, let's go. And then lately I've like turned that number down, not to 0, not even near 0, but the number 1 number for me is the family. Like, I've just kind of like, figured out how to get rid of all my stress by putting family first, and then work, and then music. So, because forever I had music in first place, no matter what, no discussion.
Yeah.
Music's first,
Yeah.
no matter what. And then, like we said at the start of the thing, everything was crumbling basically, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, I'm kind of like just there to be like, all right, you already got something, what keys it in? All right, start playing it. And I just kind of, in the moment, write something. I don't really contribute too much words, because a lot of times Ben or Dave has the words ready to go, in a sense. They've like the part you're talking about, the actual initial mining for the song with the words.
Right.
They really flesh that out. Dave will have a good chord progression and some words. Recently we just did a song with Firewater where Dave and Nigel had a lot of words and a chord progression, but they didn't know how to put it together. So they sent Brandon all the words, and Brandon put the words together.
Nice.
Made them rhythmically happen, and Brandon sings the song.
Oh, no
So this
shit.
is the first Firewater original in 10 years that Dave hasn't sang.
Wow.
So Brandon sings it on it. So there's this, that's kind of cool, I thought. And but I don't know, I just come in like ready to go, ready to like, all right, where are we going, where are we playing, or where are we rehearsing, what are we doing? I'm like, I get there focused and ready to go, but my main part is to, what kind of bass line you guys want on this thing, man? All right, well then on the spot, just kind of take it, just as soon as Dave shows me, I'm like, all right, cool. And then next time I remember what I did and slowly go until it's like, oh, that's pretty good. And then we rehearse it a couple times, and then we're like, all right, we'll go try it on stage somewhere. Go do it on stage, and then just from there, like everybody else, initially you're just, all right, we played it 5 times on stage, let's record it, we got parts, we know what we like, go from there. And then with Widgeon, it's real kind of the same. I mean, we make sure it's really nice and tight in the rehearsal room, and then, let's go try it out, see what it does. Same kind of thing. You're like, all right, this is a crowd. Yeah. All right. Nothing. All right, let's tweak this. Go back in here. Work on the car a little longer, Or, I don't care what they think. We like that song. We know it's a good song. And then we just keep playing it no matter what. There's that, too. I mean,
we've talked about this before in the podcast.
What's selling out?
Well, no, not selling out, but like the
bananas.
Kind of the overlap of kind of the overlap of like how comedians structure their jokes and stuff, and how artists or musicians structure their songs, and kind of like one of the biggest differences being that you can kind of write songs in a void and know more or less like this song could be like a hit, but
the Tom Petty thing, I remember, might not have been him saying it. Could have been the guitar player, the piano player. They said, "Don't bore us, get us to the chorus" or something like that.
Yeah,
like, there's like a kind of a like little. They found a formula. Like the Beatles found a formula.
Totally.
Pink Floyd's kind of got a formula.
Totally.
Yeah, Tom Petty 1,000% has a formula.
Yeah, totally.
Every one of his songs is the same.
Don't bore us, get us to the chorus. And if it sounds like it's about to go to the chorus, he's about to trick you and go to the second verse.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they go to the second verse, and then they hit you with the chorus.
But I will say that where they do kind of overlap with the comedy world and structuring their jokes and how we structure songs is that there is kind of this thing where you do need an audience to kind of tell you whether or not the thing is actually good. We can put out music on a streaming platform and that can kind of be the metric for whether or not we've written a good song to the audience, right? But like there is this thing where it happens live where there's like a rewriting period. If this song's not working, if we're not getting a reaction, but we know there's potential here, let's go back and figure out where we feel like because you do feel it. You can feel it on stage, like kind of when you're losing them, right? So it's like, okay, we know this is kind of where the lull is at. Maybe we should go back and like restructure or change some things here and
some
there.
hits or something.
Exactly.
Change the key there, or maybe we took too much time on that section. There's a lot of that.
Totally.
I mean, and it's whatever analogy you want. Take the car back, make it a little faster, make it Same thing with comedians where they're like, I should have put a pause there before I said that or something. And then they put that pause in there and let it like sit for a second, then hit it with it, and it's like a big pop,
Right.
But no, for sure, like instead of just blah when you end the song, just abruptly cut it. It's little things like that where we notice it and it's like a big change.
It's like live modeling, I guess you could call it, or
live
whatever.
painting. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like a painting that doesn't exist until you're actually playing it, but you can't see if it's gonna be good until you play the whole thing.
Well, it's like
what I mean?
It's like a sandcastle or something.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. What a sweet sandcastle, and nobody goes, "Cool sandcastle, man."
Yeah.
And then the ocean takes it away, and you're like, I gotta build a nicer sandcastle next time. I don't know.
Yeah. I know where you're trying to go with it.
Yeah, it was kind of
like it's gone. Once
it was kind of a Colgate reach, but I liked it.
It's kind of a Colgate reach. Yeah, that's a good callback.
Thank you.
And on
that wasn't even on the
I know that wasn't even on the podcast,
podcast.
Unfortunately. But
they don't have a reference.
Yeah,
They're like, what's he mean?
Yeah, for the kids back at home, we said he's got long arms, he's got good reach, and I said, yeah, like a toothbrush, and then nobody understood what I said.
And I said that was kind of a reach for a joke, and then
reach was the name of a toothbrush back in the 90s.
Right, so we know we were going somewhere. Then you just made a callback to a terrible joke. Yeah, we're musicians, not comedians, guys. We do our best.
I'm like, so you just got the fourth camera, right? And they're like, never mind. It was not in it at all. Toothbrush, huh?
There's a toothbrush.
I like mouthwash. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good unpopular opinion, right? Speaking of unpopular opinion segment, guys.
Great segment.
We're fucking here. Sometimes I'm just feeling it. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
So
is that an unpopular opinion?
No, it's not your unpopular opinion. I was just saying that you like mouthwash, right? Who actually likes mouthwash?
No, I don't think I like mouthwash. I think I was going for more of like Colgate. Well, I use mouthwash. But
another fucking reach, I'll tell you that much.
That's a good reach, and we're and you reached so far to the unpopular opinion segment.
There we go.
Here we are. Boom. Fuck yeah, we nailed that segue, guys.
Stuck the landing on
that one. So, Bill, you can go first on this one.
All right, this one's gonna out me for sure, but collaborations are between musicians, artists, possibly even breweries. It's not for OnlyFans. It's not a collaboration. You're just banging.
I don't get it.
That's what they call it. They're like, I'm gonna collab with I'm gonna collab with this other porn star or whatever. They're like, we're having a collaboration. I'm like, it's not a collaboration.
Yeah, you don't get to
You're
fucking
just banging
you don't
each
get to
other.
hijack our fucking word, you stupid piece of shit.
We're artists too. I'm like,
No, you're not.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Now my whole search feed's ruined.
I know. I was just about to say as soon as I say that, people are like, "Oh, we know what you do."
Yeah, I've never heard that before, so thank you.
I thought it was ridiculous because I saw it like a couple times, and I'm just like, are they? That's what they're really calling it? Is collabs? We're just collabing. It's like, hey, babe, you want to collab later?
Yeah, you want.
What the fuck is that about?
The only difference was the channel name.
Yeah, right.
But you're like,
oh,
it's the same video.
that's weird. I've watched it. I'm not really into porn, but I do like a good collaboration. Is what I'm trying to say.
That is.
Yeah, thank you. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god. Fuck these people. As if we don't have a hard enough time to get people to watch it.
Cross collaborate. What the fuck does that? That's a fucking oxymoron. Have you ever heard it?
It's
It's redundant as shit.
Yeah, redundant. Yeah.
Cross-contaminate's the same thing.
Cross-contaminate.
It's the same thing.
Well, it's like
Look, read that. The promotional technique is similar to a musician featuring another artist on a song or a brand collaborating with another in the same industry.
For fuck's sakes, this is not the same thing. Number one, and
It's
number
just two people banging.
Yeah,
that's it.
This is, and also, we already have enough, like a hard enough time as artists trying to like get seen. You can't hijack the one word that we fucking get, guys.
Hey, sex workers are people too.
Yeah, that's true, but you're not collaborators.
Yeah, you're definitely not collaborators.
Motherfuckers, man. That's a good unpopular opinion.
I collaborate with myself almost every night.
That's
there you go.
Yeah, all right.
Two different channels once again.
It's one channel.
Different playlist.
Oh man,
Billy's collaboration.
What are you trying to?
Why is it only shoes?
Oh my god. All right. Well, anyways, I thought that was a pretty good one.
That's a good one. I
Thank
like
you.
that.
All right.
Yeah.
Billy Sheehan was on there. I saw that.
Wonder who he's collaborating with these days.
Oh, he's fucking right hand. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I'm going to say that my unpopular opinion this week is kind of calling back to what we talked about earlier off air again.
Toothbrushes?
No, that Rookie of the Year is the best baseball movie ever made.
Ooh, that is a good movie. The best baseball movie of all time.
Fuck yeah.
It's not a baseball movie, The Rookie of the Year. It's a medical accident movie.
That is why it's the
a
best
freak
baseball.
accident.
That's why it's unpopular, right? Because
I thought it was about building a boat. So many deep cuts on this episode.
That was. I literally forgot about that whole scene until you just said that right now. Talking about what we were talking about earlier.
It's about making friends and building a boat. Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Heartwarming story.
No.
The best baseball movie of all time. I forget. Does the guy bang his mom or what?
They collaborated.
They collaborated.
Who banged his mom?
It was Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey was
Gary Busey was the washed up guy. Rocket.
The Rocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was played for the
right.
Chicago Cubs.
And so Gary Busey collaborated with his mom, and did they have?
It's a Disney movie, Anton.
It's a Disney. Well, that's why we have to use the word
I don't think
collaboration.
it's a Disney movie because I'm pretty sure you can't say funky butt loving in a Disney movie.
I think you could say funky butt loving.
Funky butt loving.
I mean, the implications, though.
I would say Rookie of the Year is a very good movie. Best baseball movie of all time.
Name a better one.
Field of Dreams.
Yeah, I never saw that. Well, I don't remember seeing that one. I know I saw one with Kevin.
It's also a
Costner.
kids movie. So and then like The Sandlot. That's better.
Yeah.
But that's not a pro baseball movie.
Blank Check. Is that a
Blank Check? I just saw that movie recently.
I think they play
actually.
baseball at some point.
Yeah.
I think he buys a baseball team or something.
For that, Hey Arnold, right? I mean, we can go Hey Arnold.
It's not a movie.
They had an episode. There was a movie.
There was a
made.
movie.
Yeah.
Hey Arnold, the movie.
Yep. I'm pretty sure they played baseball in that
My
movie.
favorite Hey Arnold episode was the eating contest.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I like that one.
I like the Pigeon Man
Yeah,
that's
that
a good
was
one too.
Yeah.
and the Stoop Kid for sure.
Yeah.
So I always hang out on my stoop.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah?
I'm a big Stoop guy.
No, you're not.
I watched some guy literally just kill baby ducks in front of me from my stoop the other day, and it was pretty disturbing, I will say.
Yeah.
This guy was, his excuse was, I told you guys off air, I'm going to tell all the people here. His whole thing was, I'm going to feed them to the cats.
Yeah.
Like he's doing the world a fucking favor.
Like any cat would come near him.
Well, and it's plural. Like, how many cats are we talking about here?
It was,
How many ducks?
Yeah.
it was several. He was picking them up, strangling them, and shoving them into his book bag.
What the fuck?
And it was truly disturbing, I will say.
Riverside duck strangler.
And
dude.
Chelsea went out there fucking like she was gonna fuck this dude up. I was like, get him, honey, but also I'm gonna be the one that has to fight him if he runs over here. And I don't want to do that because he looks scary and demented because he's.
What time of day was it?
This is around 4 p.m.
Jeez, when? Today?
No, this is I think maybe like a week ago, or not even, maybe a couple days ago. It was a couple days ago.
You said you called the cops on him?
I called the cops, not emergency line, obviously. You gotta save the emergency lines for people, but like
fucking narc.
the same, bro. I fucking don't. That dude, you don't know what people like that are capable of, man.
Serial
right.
duck
He's
murderer.
Yeah.
Like,
that's step one.
That's
Then-
exactly. So it was a little unnerving and just disturbing in general to just like watch somebody pick up little innocent baby ducks and then watch like the mom duck like freak out and chase this guy down the street like she's like, bitch, what are you doing, my child? And like several of them. It was so it was heartbreaking. It was hard to watch.
Yeah, that's step one for that is him killing baby ducks. Step two is him collaborating with your severed head.
All right. So anyways, that was my unpopular opinion.
You shouldn't kill baby ducks and feed them to cats.
Yeah, that's what we took away
You
from my
should kill
unpopular opinion.
cats and feed them to ducks.
Oh, or
Sorry.
don't let Gary Busey collaborate with your mom.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What a great movie.
Floated. It's a good movie.
All right, Aaron, what's your unpopular opinion?
Unpopular opinion is I don't know. I didn't really have a.
You gotta have one unpopular opinion. You can say anything. It's all been said here already for the most part. And if you say you don't like the Beatles, you'll be the fifth person that says that on the podcast. I'm over it.
They're okay.
My unpopular opinion, maybe among musicians, is just I just don't think you have to be as flashy as you think you need to be, or as flex as hard as you need to flex. Maybe.
You know what? I'm
know.
gonna push back on this and say that most musicians that are successful would agree with you. So let's get a better one than that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Let's get.
I've just maybe I've run into a lot of egos. I don't know.
I don't know. Steve's pretty good.
Huh?
Honig's pretty good. Well, you laugh all you want. He's amazing.
I love Honig, but he's not flashy in the sense that you're talking about.
What?
Honig is flashy in the sense that like he wears.
See him walking
clothes.
down a mile away down the street.
But that's why I love that. I love that about Steve.
Yeah.
But Steve's playing is also great because he knows when to play and when not to play, and that's what he's talking about. I think. Right. Yeah. So
It's more of a you don't have to shred at every opportunity. Oh, there's a break coming up. I throw the eyebrows every time. Like, no.
Yeah.
You just went. Or you're like, what the fuck?
let the space happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Man, this is somebody from somebody who can't really shred though. So take it with a grain of salt.
Well, no, I don't think that I think that most musicians that are kind of that are successful in their careers would agree with you on that. Whether you're like, I've listened to like Krasno's podcast a bunch, and he's got all these people on there, and they always talk about the same thing. Like, I should have played less notes there. Like that's what Krasno said. He was like, I've never listened back to myself and thought I should have played more. Right. You know what I mean? That's like rarely the case.
It's always I should have let it breathe.
Yeah, exactly. I should have like not done. I should not like played this run here, or maybe should have like not like played as many notes in that one section. You know, like just kind of hold some shit out. That always happens to me whenever I'm listening back to a solo I took, especially in the studio. Yeah. I'm like, I nailed that. I listen back, I'm like way too fucking notey.
Yeah,
you know.
Notey.
Billy told me.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, probably referring to a lot of the wrong notes that I play.
I got a note for you.
What's that?
Another callback.
Yeah. So what? Let's get a better unpopular. I know you got a better one in you.
So I don't know. Recently, I actually liked the new Batman. I don't know. That's unpopular. Everybody I talked to hated it.
I actually haven't seen it, so I don't know. You walked out.
I couldn't
of it, right?
sit still.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm indifferent.
I was going to talk about the ending of Ozark. Unpopular opinion.
Don't do that, right? Because I haven't fucking seen it yet.
I think everybody would agree with what you're going to say.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't
do what?
talk about it. Don't even reference the fact that people don't like it. I don't want to hear it.
I never
yet.
said anything.
No, we did.
But you're saying
You're
it,
projecting.
Though. Yeah, oh, don't gaslight me, guys. we're gonna throw out fucking fun psychology words.
just kidding.
Yeah, don't collaborate with my brain.
That was me.
You know what I mean?
That was me messing with you. I don't know.
Just replace the word fuck with collaborate.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I fucking did, bro. Anyways, so not a fan of the Batman. That's where let's stick with that one. Is that unpopular though?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm not really. I think a lot of people liked it. What did it get on Rotten Tomatoes, Chris?
We should have wait music for bottom of the bill.
Oh, if we get, well, I don't know. We probably have to pay that guy that wrote that fucking banger of a hotel.
The IRS.
song.
Yeah, that was. I don't want to give it away. Well, by the time this comes out, it'll already be out. But Caleb, we had this dude Caleb Fesco on the podcast. That one's coming out this week. His unpopular opinion was the IRS hold song slaps.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's where it got 85%, 87%.
That's not unpopular.
So
Never mind.
Was that good or bad? I never understood Rotten Tomatoes. Is it good when it's a high score?
It's out of 100.
That's good.
But you want it to be a high score, right?
It's a B.
On the left-hand side is the critic score, and the right-hand side with the popcorn is the fan score.
Okay. Right. So you want it to be like, you don't want it to be like 20% Rotten Tomatoes. That'd be bad, right?
So it was decent. It was decent.
It was decent.
I don't understand.
Decent.
Are you trying to do a bit or something? You don't know?
No,
how it works?
because Rotten Tomatoes sounds like you don't want as many Rotten Tomatoes thrown at you, right? So
no,
like,
that's what they say. It'll be ripe, like it's good, like 100%. And if it's rotten, it'll be green and gross.
You know,
got it.
Eagle and Epper, whatever, give it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
that's what all the trailers said back in the day. Now we got Rotten Tomatoes.
Gotcha. We should just stick with the 2 thumbs up thing.
We fucking change this to a movie review podcast in a heartbeat.
Maybe we should just drop the Rotten Tomatoes thing and just go back to the 2 thumbs up thing. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's a big enough scale.
You need more than 2 thumbs.
Well, if there were 100 thumbs, then I'm with you.
There could be 100 thumbs if there's 50 people, right?
Or like,
I did the quick math on that one.
49 and then
a weirdo. You know what I wanted? You know what my actual unpopular opinion, what I wanted it to be this time was that 2-7 unsuited is my favorite hand in poker.
Oh,
I know you're a poker guy.
I like it's just a suited connector, really.
You like a suited connector?
Well, you have the chance of obviously a full house or 2 pair or something like that, but I just love messing people up with like a straight flush draw occasionally. And then on top of that, you can get a flush. And it's like, you know, a lot of people chase a flush, but there's just like so many hands. Watching Daniel Negreanu just destroy people with like 7-4 of diamonds. You're like, what the fuck? Why is he limping in? But he comes in on the big blind and then wins the whole pot because they think he's got an ace or something.
That's how he's playing it. Yeah.
It's just how he's playing the people. It's like once you learn the table and all you got to do is sit there for a couple hands. You know, if you get a good hand, you know, you get face cards, but you know, just wait on something. You can't play 6-4 of diamonds on the first hand.
Yeah.
But you can play 6-4 diamonds on the 300th hand or the 150th hand.
300? How long are you playing, dude?
It's a long game.
The hands are quick, to be fair.
That's true, yeah. Unless you're playing with fucking Billy, who's got to sit there and think about his life.
Well, I played online a lot, too, so it's just true.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Or I had double, triple Q going because I'm a psycho.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, that's a Sean Thomas move right there.
Yeah, you know, if there's more stokes in the fire, I have more hot stokes or what, you know, whatever it is. You know.
And you can quote him on that.
You can quote him. That's a direct quote from Aaron Webb.
Yeah,
bro.
Stokes in the fire.
Thank you for being here tonight, man. We really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun, man.
It was a silly one, but it was very entertaining.
I fucking love this one.
No, of course,
awesome.
Yeah. I'm saying we were being silly.
Yeah, we were being silly.
Not
yeah.
you.
Yeah. But yeah, man, again, thank you so much. Make sure you guys check out Widgeon, Firewater Tent Revival.
I should do a shout out. Firewater's coming out with a new EP. It's called Itch. There's a new 4-song EP coming out soon.
Hell yeah.
We got CDs made. And Widgeon's going to come out with the album. The album's about to drop.
Oh, it's about to drop?
It's about to drop.
We got a date?
I don't have a date yet.
You got a name for it?
How about take your time, look it up.
How about This Bird's For You?
Stand by. It's actually called It's actually called Colgate. I'm just kidding.
It's called, hey, don't touch my ducks.
Don't touch my ducks. Or it's just a big middle finger says collaborate.
I'm not really sure.
Is that what Vanilla Ice was trying to
Oh, damn.
collaborate
that's fucking deep.
and listen? How do you...
Oh, man. That's fucking weird. All right. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you guys next time.
Adios, muchachos.